Well, back at it again, fixing to head out to the ranch for another trip in about a week. Let me show you what's going to go in this trailer load out there. So I picked up some scrap 48-inch culvert pipe. This is HDPE pipe, high density polyethylene. I'm gonna have to weld it back together over there. I'll piece these two sections together. These are about $3,700 for a joint of this, so it's good value to get it for free. Also got a hold of some 6-inch Schedule 40 PVC pipe, and this is going to be for that 6-inch siphon line. This is 440 foot. I got it for about a third of what it would cost to buy it outright, so I'm pretty happy about that. I was really wanting hub pipe, so that's what I've been working on today, is putting hubs on this pipe, which is not an easy task, but still worth it. Instead of paying $5,000 for this pipe, I paid $1,400. I'm going to show you one of the pieces. I've got a hub on here. So I made the hub on this one. You can see the transition right there. I made a nice deep 10-inch deep hub here. Should be a good solvent weld joint. Then I also beveled put a bevel on this end here, so it'll make in the hub easy. I've still got a bunch to do, about 22 more. Let's take a look at some of the plants that are going out to the ranch this trip. As you can see, the palm trees have grown quite a bit since last time I showed them. We had a freeze. It got down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, about -7 Celsius. I took in 5 of them just in case a bunch of them died. I'd still have at least 5 after growing them for these years now. Didn't want to lose all of them. But they actually fared quite well for the freeze, which is a good sign for me, because it's going to get colder out at the ranch. I did have a few of them have a little bit of damage, but you can see there's some genetic differences because I grew all these from seeds. Some of them are a little bit more tolerant for cold, which is a good thing. I'm going to take 5 of these out there, Phoenix Stachylophria palms. It's still early for spring, for bud out for a lot of the trees. None of the English walnut or Chinese chestnut, filbert nuts, hazelnuts, however you'd like to say them. Bur oaks still haven't budded out. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of growth since I showed all these palms last time. This is all Russian deal. During that freeze, there was a bunch of them ready to go to seed, and they all froze, so that batch died, but they're all bouncing back. I'm going to show you a few of the palm trees that had some damage from the cold. This one here showed some signs of damage from it. This one fared pretty good, no problems. It seems like most of the bigger ones were pretty good. This one was it's a pretty good sized palm, but it did catch a little bit of damage on it, so it may not be the best candidate for the ranch. This one had a new leaf coming out, and it died at the top from the freeze. It's pushing out from the bottom though, still going. So not too bad for the most part. So I'm also taking these mulberries out there. These are Texas mulberries. These are the heart-shaped leaf one. This one and this one. This is the split leaf mulberry, just starting to bud out. Had some luck from my bur oak acorns I planted. These won't be going out to the ranch this trip, but got a few more for later on. The pomegranates were starting to leaf out. Some of that died from the freeze. They're bouncing back though. So we'll be taking 5 Phoenix dactylifera date palms and 3 Texas mulberries. Also be taking out Azolla folliculoides. You can see there's a lot of little babies in there, all that lighter green ones. I'll take them out along with the fathead minnows in the same bucket of water with an aerator. So this is the stock tank that I've got the fathead minnows in. You can see the Azolla that's in here. There are some baby ones in there, but not nearly as many that's in that small bucket. The fathead minnows are eating the Azolla is what's happening over here, which is good. The Azolla is high in protein and a lot of other vitamins for the fish. A little miniature ecosystem going here. I'm planning on keeping some of the fathead minnows here at the house. I'm going to take about half of them out there on this trip, and I'm hoping the ones that I take out there make it, but if they don't, I'll have a plan B here at the house. And I also like to use this water for watering certain plants. It's a very good water for any plant. Let's go in the house. I'll show you the electrical system that I'm going to take out to the ranch. So I went ahead and purchased the permanent power setup for the ranch. All these devices right here are Victron. I went with Victron across the board so they can all communicate together. The batteries are not Victron. Victron batteries are very expensive. 2 of these 200 amp hour batteries would cost the same as all 16 of those Mars Energy batteries, so I went with Mars Energy on that. We've got 2 charge controllers for the solar panel array that's going to be providing power to this system. We've got a Lynx shunt going into a Lynx distributor 1000, the M10. Servo GX communication hub here. This is the GX Touch 70 touchscreen. And our inverters are Quattro 48 volt, 5000 watt, 70 amp. And they're configured in a split phase configuration. And that'll go to my 200 amp AC panel that's going to be at the ranch to feed all the electrical circuits. I want to run, electric stove, which will be an induction top convection oven, and that's going to take a 240 volt. We'll cover all these devices independently and the system install later on when I'm at the ranch. Well, that's everything that's going to the ranch on this trip. Hopefully it'll be a nice smooth trip. Looking forward to seeing what the pond looks like and if any of the trees are budding out. Let's get to the ranch. Well, I ended up getting a late start from the house, so I'm here at about 11:30 p.m. Let me show you what the pond looks like real quick. Well, the pond's looking pretty good. Water's nice and clear. Looks like it hasn't rained in a while to wash more sediment into it. I'd say it's about a meter or so down from that level plane, about 3 feet. You can see down a good ways too. Definitely over a meter, over 3 feet. Looking forward to introducing the fathead minnows to the pond. I'll do that during the daytime though, along with the Azolla. Beautiful sight. I'd say it probably did get a little bit of rain after my Christmas trip, but it's been a while since it happened. We'll take a better look at it during the daytime. Beautiful sight. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's been one long day. Woke up at 3:30 in the morning after going to bed at midnight the day before, and I'm tired. It's a long drive out here to make the magic happen. I'll see you on the next one.